Hallo Leute, willkommen zurück von Doki Doki Blue Skies Mod. Letzte Folge hatten wir Ereignisse. Ich weiß nicht mehr, was los war. Ich glaube, es war die Study Group, wenn ich mich richtig erinnere. Und ja, jetzt sind wir hier im Klassensaal und unser Charakter sagt, it's the moment of truth, wo ich mich letztes Mal gefragt habe, was das genau zu bedeuten hat. Doch jetzt gewiss der Situation, in der wir uns befinden, würde ich sagen, dass wir wahrscheinlich die Noten zurückbekommen von unseren Examen. Das wäre mal meine Theorie. Aber ja, deswegen, ich würde sagen, trennen wir nicht zu viel und schauen uns direkt mal an. Also, it's the moment of truth. The first day of finals seasons. Ah, voilà. Silence fills the air as we anxiously watch Sakurai pass out the history exams. Here's to hoping that I don't blank out when I take it. Oh, das ist meine größte Angst immer. Wenn du schon wenigstens extremst gestresst bist für irgendein Fach und dann halt noch als extreme Sorge hast, dass du einen fetten Blackout hast. Oh. But given the extra studying I did this time with the club, I'm thinking that I should do pretty well. Well, I'm not gonna jinx myself and expect to ace it. Oh yeah. I'm startled off my reverie when a sheaf of papers drops onto my desk. Sakura gives me a small smile as he passes by. At least he's rooting for me. Looking at the exam, the words seem to swim before my eyes. But within a few seconds, they snap back into focus as I clear my mind. I know this. Picking up my pen, I join my classmates in furiously scribbling down my answers. Warte, aber wenn jetzt... So, what do you think of your exams? Wahrscheinlich Jury. Das heißt, wir haben jetzt unseren finalen Examen geschrieben von ja. Das heißt, wir nähern uns immer mehr dem Ende. Also, das ist natürlich sicher, dass wir uns immer dem Ende nähern. Aber ich meine, im Sinn, oh mein Gott, im Sinn davon, dass wir jetzt nicht mehr so weit entfernt sind dann. Weil wir haben wieder einen guten Skip dann gemacht. Weil wenn ich mich... Boah, wann, nee, sie fangen im April wieder... Nein. Ich weiß nicht mehr genau, wie die japanische Schuljahre funktioniert, weil auf diesem System scheint hier mal zu beruhen. Ah ja. So, what do you think of your exams? Students rush around you and me, eagerly escaping school to rush home. Some are probably going to do less mid cramming, while others are likely just seeking respite from everything related to school. Relatable. Either way, everyone around us seems to be chatting about the exams. I feel like they were generally fair. There wasn't any expected material on them, at least. So, in other words, you aced them? Well, I don't know about that. I think I did alright. You totally aced them. Oops, that's one rule. She gently smiles, not denying the fact that she's a top student. But did you think of the exams then? I probably did well on the history one at least. And I hope I did well on the others. If how you did during our study sessions is indicative of how well you actually know the material, I'm sure you did fine. Yeah. A gaggle of girls passes by, chatting about the approaching summer break. It's strange not needing to head to the club today. Yeah, but it'd be a bit much of if students were expected to keep up with all the extracurriculars during exam seasons. True, I don't think even Monica would want to do that. Or Monica smiles, glaube ich. Huh, Monica, the perfect teacher's pet, not wanting to do school stuff. That's her, see. Knowing her, she's likely studying as we speak. Speaking of studying, do you actually want to come over today to study together? Sure. It'd be nice to study with someone and break the monotony at least. Not to mention, we get to spend some quality time together, eh? And not she even decided, making her blush. Actually, should we invite the others too and make it an official study session? You stops in her tracks. You want to invite the others? We don't have to if you don't want to. Sorry, it's just that I thought it would be more a private thing. No worries, we probably just won't stay on the task as much. I don't know, we stayed focused on things before. Yeah, I'm just joking. I don't know why, but we're so awkward all of a sudden. You're not upset or anything, are you? Why would I? You just seem kind of off, is all. Sorry, I'm a bit tired from exams. You could say that I have a bit of a short of fuse right now, so to speak. Although, of course, there's no excuse for my rudeness. It's right, Yuri. That makes sense. How's about we brew up a nice mug of hot tea for you when you get to my place and relax a little bit before we cram? That does sound good. You bet it does. Okay, das heißt nur wie beide. And so the writers completely wasted that one character's powers and made him the king for basically no reason. Needless to say, the show's final was probably one of the worst disappointments in television history. You're quite passionate about this, aren't you? Are you sure you're not just exaggerating? It was going on for nearly a decade. Of course all the fans are gonna be passionate about something they've been invested in for so long. Seriously though, if you watch it you'll get what I mean. Well, you did just spoil the whole thing for me though. You told me that I could. Plus, you read the books. You're gonna know a lot of the major plot points anyway. I know, I'm just teasing you. I do kind of want to start watching the show now, though. You should, if only for the cinematography and acting. Look, we're already here. Huh, that was a surprisingly short walk. Time flies by when you compare about things. Yui stands patiently as I fumble to find my house keys in my bag. Maybe I can start watching the first episode while we have tea. If you do that, I'll guarantee you'll finish the first season today. I finally find my keys and unlock the front door. I'm home! Man, I still haven't stopped announcing my arrival home. Old habits die hard, I guess. Welcome back! What? A bonehead woman pops out from around the corner. Mom? Who else would it be? She envelops me in a crushing hug that I happily reciprocate. It's been so long since I've seen my little boy. Mom! Give me a break. I can't blame a mother for missing her son so much. I guess. Despite my protests, I can't help but grin from breaking through. And this must be Yui. It's nice to finally be able to meet you in real life. Yes, hello, this is quite a surprise. So, jetzt bin ich extrem am Arsch, denn jetzt sind wieder die zwei dunklen Stimmen gleichzeitig am Spiel und keiner wird wissen, dass ich eigentlich mehr probiere, gerade die Mutterstimme zu machen, die Yuri-Stimme und einfach komplett gleich mich anhören werde. I'm pleased to meet you as well. Yuri smiles awkwardly, fidgeting with the hem of her skirt. I should probably try to ease some of her tension. This seriously is a surprise. Why didn't you tell me that you were coming home? Oh, well, I want to surprise you. Yeah, no kidding. I did foreshadow this one of your calls, you know. Actually, I think Yuri was there when I said that. I believe I was. And I have to say that I'm definitely glad I was there to see a reunion. Kazuma's grin is really splitting his face. Oh, what a mama's boy. Hey, do you want me to act like a stereotypical angsty teenager? Oh god, no. I might have to extend my business trips if you ever start brooding. Mom starts laughing as I roll my eyes. It's definitely good to be back. Reaching out towards me again, Mom tousles my hair affectionately. Jeez, Mom. Come on, I gotta catch up on all the affection I wasn't able to lavish on these past few months. And since when have you been such a tsundere? You don't know what a real tsundere is if you're calling me one. One of the club members is basically the definition of the trope. I'm guessing that club member wouldn't happen to be Yui, would they? Yuri's about as far from a tsundere as you can get. Isn't that right, Yuri? Well, I can't say I'm much like a tsundere, but I say that the opposite of a tsundere would probably be someone like Sayori. My mind flashes back to all the times that Sayori, Mom, and I were together, and judging from Mom's face, she's thinking of the same thing. That reminds me, I really have to catch up with Sayori and her family sometime. Oh yeah, I think she probably misses you. Or at least she misses your gummies. Of course. It seems like just yesterday that you were kids. Mom sees his hair off into the distance for a moment, sighing fondly at the memories. Speaking of kids though, I'm really looking forward to purple-haired grandchildren in the future. Mom! Both my eyes and Yuri's face turned red in unison. You two are going to be so fun to tease. You really do have such beautiful violet hair though. Thank you. I've always liked the color purple. It's a much more interesting color than brown at any rate. Whose fault is that I have brown hair? I wonder. Kazuma, you really are... Kazuma, you really are your mother's spitting image. Jeez, we don't look that much alike. Oh, stop being a tsundere and accept the compliment. Compliment? You wouldn't be nearly as handsome if you took after your father. I started to roll my eyes again, causing both Yuri and Mom to chuckle. Oh, I nearly forgot. Where are my manners? Come in and sit in the living room. I'll bring out snacks and drinks for you too. Thank you very much. Would you like any help? No. What kind of house would I be if I gave you work to do? Come on, let's let a mother do the job she does best. Plus for the children. You know, Yui, you may be one of the most polite young women I've ever met. Thank you. I'm sure that's just an exaggeration, though. I just said Yui's going to break her record for thanking people in one day. No, seriously, you can't believe how glad I am that my son's dating such a respectful, intelligent young lady. Yui blushes and ducks her head bashfully. So, tell me more about yourself. I heard that you two met in a literature club. Yes, we did. I actually been in a club for a whole while before Kazuma joined. As you can probably guess, books are pretty important to Yuri. I wish more people took up reading as a hobby. After all, you know what they say. Well-readed people are less likely to be evil. Who in the world has said that? I'll bet Yuri knows. Do Yuri? Well, yes. There you go. Mom smiles smugly at me as Yui looks on amusedly. Anyway, please continue with your story. Right, where was I? Oh yes, Sarah brought Kazuha to the club and that's how I met him. She even bought me a book to make me feel more welcome. That's right, it was Portrait of Markov. Oh, so it was like love at first sight then. You and I look at each other. Well, I definitely thought that Yui was really cute the first time I met her. Yui's face turned scarlet, although she smiles at my words. I usually try to reserve my judgment of others until I get to know them better. But I did find Kazuma to have quite an endearing charm. And it certainly helped that he's very open-minded too. Yes, if I remember correctly, you have a bit of an unconventional taste in literature. Well, I wouldn't call it unconventional, but I do enjoy a good bit of horror. A woman of after my own heart. Well, I'm not more of a thriller fan than a horror fan, but close enough. Have you read many mystery novels, Yuri? I've met most of the famous ones, yes. I usually read older authors though, such as Agatha Christie and Arthur Conan Doyle. Huh, you seem like the classics type. At any rate, I'm very glad that I have someone to speak about literature with now. Kazuma here never used to read before you came along. What? That's not true. Oh, stop trying to impress you. The only thing you ever read was manga. Well... Oh, Kazuma's got much more into reading since you've last seen him though. We regularly discuss the books we read together. Huh. It's basically like a mini literature whenever I talk to you about that stuff. It's all pretty interesting though. Here, I'll have to thank you for being such a good influence to Kazuma. It's not a problem. And I trust that you two concentrate just as much on your schoolwork as you do in your books. Yes, Mom. And Yui here top student, so you don't need to worry about her. It wouldn't be too much to hope that Yui has helped you study some, would it? Actually, I have a bit. Yeah, well, the whole club has gotten together for a few study sessions too. That's great to hear. And how have exams been going? They started today, right? Yep, we both did fine. Right, Yui? I said that for study sessions together definitely helped. We were actually gonna study today too. Oh, don't mind me then. Feel free to run along and study. I won't be heading off for another business trip for a while, so we have more time to catch up later. Are you sure? I wouldn't want your reunion cut off prematurely. Of course, I'm sure. Unfortunately for us all, exams wait for no one. You two had better to do just as well next tomorrow's exams as you did on today's. Huh, alright Mom, I guess we'll study in my room for now. Good luck on your studies, I'll bring up some fresh food for you later. Thank you for your hospitality. You're more than welcome, dear. Phew, it's nice to see my mom again. I won't have to worry about cooking for myself now too. Your mother is definitely very kind-hearted. Yeah, I was surprised how good she was at coaxing you out of your shell. I did feel very awkward at first, but she somehow got to me relaxed after a while. Well, I suppose it helped that she has a reader herself. That she's a reader herself. And she does remind me of my own mother. What was your mother like, if you don't mind me asking? In personality, she wasn't actually too similar to your mother. I'd say that she was a lot more demure and certainly much less sarcastic. I think it's just that they both share a loving warmth that's plain for all to see. That makes sense. Anyway, I can see where your sense of humor came from. Huh, I mean, I have spent my whole life around her. I know that you don't tend to cook a lot by yourself, but you should cook something for your mother sometime. I'm sure that would be a happy surprise for her. Plus, it's nice to be able to help your parents out. It shows that you don't take them for granted. Entschuldigung. Yuri, I gently reach out and hold Yuri's hands. So if this is bringing up painful memories for you. Oh yeah, you're perfectly fine, Kazuma. I suppose it's just making me feel wistful. You know what? We should all cook a family meal together one day. You, me, and my mom. That'd be nice. Yuri reaches up to caress my cheek. Family. Felt like the whole world crumbled beneath me when I lost my parents. But slowly, bit by bit, it seems like my world is being rebuilt. I'm glad that you're the one helping me rebuild, Kazuma. And I'm glad that I can help you too. We simultaneously lean in for a kiss. My family's back from abroad and I've got my girlfriend by my side. Love is good. Life is good. Oh, schon fertig. Okay, das ging relativ schnell. Okay. Warte, schau mal kurz, wie früh habe ich angefangen? Okay, wir sind jetzt seit kann ich rechnen. Seit 16 Minuten. Soll ich? Ja doch, komm. Einfach wieder eine kürzere Folge. Zumal wir wahrscheinlich relativ nah am Ende sind, weil wir nehmen uns immer mehr. Ah ja, it's been a few days since Mom and we met in person. Okay, schon ein paar Tage sind vergangen. Also, wie seht ihr, skippen wir extrem viel. Aber ja, dann. Danke fürs Zuschauen. Eine relativ Kurzfolge, aber auch sehr nice. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Wir sehen uns dann beim nächsten Video. Tschö.